Hello, hello. Let's talk Catwoman's costumes. Cats. So we have Michelle Pfeiffer in Batman Returns in 1992, which was, directed by Tim Burton. Halle Berry's Catwoman in 2004. Interestingly enough, it's the only Catwoman standalone film so far. That was directed by Pitoff, who hasn't made a theatrical feature since, which is just an interesting note. And then Anne Hathaway's Catwoman in 2012's The Dark Knight Rises by Christopher Nolan. And then lastly, the most recent, Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman in The Batman, which is a very original title by Matt Reeves. I'm only going to be talking about those four films. I think there's older movies, right, or TV shows that feature Catwoman, but just gonna follow those four. And something important to note is I haven't read the comics, so I'm not going off of most accurate to the comics. I'm just kind of wanting to discuss the costumes of Catwoman in these four movies. I've broken my judging category into the four following. We have just general / initial reaction, practicality, cool factor, and cat inspiration. Michelle's Catwoman suit, was designed by Mary Vaught and Bob Ringwood. Vaught's credits include Hocus Pocus, Crazy Rich Asians, and Ringwood's credits include Dune and Troy.
I am Catwoman. Hear me roar.
General reactions. I think that this costume looks the most BDSM inspired. Feel free to correct me in the comments if that's totally off. Yeah, the red lipstick is very bright. The white stitching is interesting. It almost looks like staples to me, but I think it is just white stitching. The suit is incredibly tight, looks like latex material. I was reading that Michelle was kind of sealed into the suit, like they sucked all the air out once she was in. So the suit is essentially one of those giant vacuum sealed bags with a little more sex appeal. Practicality. I think it is widely impractical. Apparently it was Burton's idea to add the stitches, which I think is interesting, right? She's a cat woman, so she hangs out with a lot of cats, and maybe she's accidentally cut up her suit or other cats have cut it up, and it's, smart to just stitch it back together. But I don't know why you would use white thread. Isn't that like sewing 101? You'd use the black thread, so it's less noticeable. I hate the heeled boots. I find them ridiculous. Cool factor. I think this costume is not very cool. It is very eye-striking, right? I can't look away, kind of, like a car crash. You shouldn't look. You shouldn't be a rubbernecker, but sometimes you just can't not look. Just a little bit, just a glimpse,
I wouldn't touch you to scratch you.
Cat inspiration.
Meow.
The claws look like they're man-made little tools, which is very interesting. I like that idea, right? Instead of a tool belt, she has her tools on her fingers. So that's pretty good way to infuse some cat sensibilities with also the idea that she's, like a superhero. The headpiece with the ears, I hate it. I think you can see too much of her identity. You can see too much of her face. She has very dramatic makeup, really thick eye makeup, that bright red lip, which maybe that's kind of helping her disguise a bit. Kind of like how a clown puts their makeup on. So you can't tell who they are. But sure, maybe that's why the makeup's so intense.
And freedom is power.
Barry's Catwoman. Barry's costume was designed by Angus Strathey. He has done Moulin Rouge and Deadpool. This has got to be the worst costume. There is way too much skin showing. She's wearing a bustier, bustier. I'm all for boobs, but I think there is a time and a place, and I don't think Catwoman's costume is the time nor the place. And I don't like the material. It looks cheap and it's so shiny. The torn up pants don't make sense to me. Does she use her legs as a scratching post? I despise a red lipstick. Catwoman's gotta be sexy. She's gotta have that red lip. I also found this photo of the back of the costume, and I'm hoping this is a joke. Even her butt is torn up. No. Practicality. She must get cold running around, and I feel like she'd have to run like this to make sure she's not, exposed. In this photo, once again, I don't know if this is fake or real. She is wearing open-toed shoes, and her toes are painted red. Red toenails to match her red lipstick. This is too much. Why is she wearing open-toed, heeled boot shoes? This costume invented sexism, I'm pretty sure. Sexism did not exist before this movie in 2004. The makeup is intense. It's a smoky cat eye shadow look. Seems a bit distracting, and it's, when does she have the time? Alright, cool factor. The mask is kind of cool. It looks like it would offer some protection to the noggin, which is good. Something practical, finally. I like the belt and straps, feels kind of military inspired, but over bare skin it looks ridiculous. Cat inspiration.
It's all about the pursuit, but when you catch them, you like your sushi, huh?
You have the torn up pants, the cat ears, the talons.
Who the heck?
Like my nails? Just got them done.
Are rhinestone encrusted. Perhaps the thought is that they're diamonds, and diamonds are really, a tough jewel. But I think that it's actually to remind everyone that she is more a woman than a cat, and women need bling and sparkly things. Hey boys, don't feel weird about being attracted to a cat. She's still a woman. Look at those nails. She's mostly human.
Cat got your tongue.
You dumb bitch.
Nobody ever accused me of being dumb.
Anne Hathaway. Costume was designed by Lindy Hemming, whose credits include Wonder Woman, Casino Royale, and the new Wonka movie. I'm gonna cry if I see more red lipstick. It's cool that her suit is full body. I like the mask and I like the ears. I love the texture of the suit. I also like that she's wearing multiple layers. She has her base suit layer. She has those very high, some may say thigh-high boots. She also has the gloves for, additional coverage, maybe additional protection. Practicality. It seems like she would need help getting into the suit. Does it have to be so tight? I understand the argument that you want kind of fitted clothing if you're gonna fight, right? You don't want to give anyone any extra material to grab onto. A good thing her beautiful, luscious locks are, not in the way at all for any type of fighting. Why doesn't Batman have to wear a skin-tight suit? His is tight, but it's not like so tight, right? And it has that armor and that protection. I would like to see him in something, a suit made of a material like the previous 3 Catwomen have had to wear. The cool factor. The suit is a little bit cool. I like that it's not an obnoxiously shiny material.
The whole no guns thing. I'm not sure I feel as strongly about it as you do.
Cat inspiration. Her costume has no tears in it. How are we supposed to know that she's Catwoman? And also, she doesn't have any nails. She just has gloves, so that's a little bit, confusing. Catwoman, she needs to be more cat-like. Zoe General, signed by Jacqueline Duran, whose credits include Atonement, Beauty and the Beast, and 2019 Little Woman. Praise be, no red lipstick. Finally, the balaclava. The balaclava is cool. I like it. It adds to her character. Cat burglar. The boots are, a wedge. At this point, I'll take it. We're away from the highly impractical stilettos. This one is pretty practical. It kind of looks like a motorcycle suit, and she does also ride a motorcycle. This Catwoman is fast and nimble. She doesn't need additional padding, so I think the suit really makes a lot of sense to me. The suit is fitted, but it's not ridiculously tight. Definitely the coolest Catwoman costume we've seen so far. I love the little gloves. They don't have any talons, which make them very practical, especially because we see her cracking a safe and she's got to cover up, you know, those fingerprints somehow. I love how the leather looks a little bit worn. You know, it has creases and cracks. The leather material, it's not shiny. It looks like she actually, you know, uses the suit.
You got a lot of cats.
Cat inspiration. They ditched the talons as part of the suit when she's in her full human Selena mode. She has the natural colored nails, kind of showing how she still is inspired by the cats in and out of the suit. Final surprise category, the sexiest kitty in the litter. I have to give it to the latest rendition of Catwoman. I love the suit. I love the no red lipstick. I love the no stilettos. That the costume really informs on who the character is and how they live their life. And you're not wondering, how does she get into that suit?
How could you? I'm a woman.
I'm sorry, I